Ludo seems to have a very great influence on this wand. I wonder why. Hello everyone, welcome to the Star episode 7 and 8 review. First episode more so has a lot of jokes, and I can only say this is so funny so many times. I was for sure the hair lady was gonna be like a hair witch or something because of the way they portrayed her, but of course they threw me for a loop and made me think she was evil. Yeah, whatever. Oh, there's a gag at the end where the police officer actually has a corn can phone, pulls up her own phone, which is the can, which I found pretty funny. Like I said, there's not really much to say about this episode because it's standard funny, it's standard good feeling for Star, and it's a lot of fun. However, there's not really too many things you can go in depth with this. Now, let's move on to something more interesting. Episode 8. Now, Ludo has the wand and is taking control of it. However, he doesn't seem to know how to work it. For the first couple of minutes, of course. Then he figures out that the wand is controlled by rage. Him being able to use that rage to emit that power. And in turn, somehow, Ludo manages to affect the other half of the wand, which is still kind of corrupted. You can even hear the unicorn going off when Star is trying to stop Cloudy from destroying their entire house. Now this brings up an interesting revelation. The wand is still connected to each other somehow. They're being used at the same time, so therefore it's kind of hard to have different purposes at the same time. It's supposed to be a whole object. But now we see that it's because of it being split up is that it's acting weird. You see it in the first episode of season 2 in which it's emitting green light. Now, that's the thing. What I'm assuming here is that the wand was actually originally from the monsters, and they actually took it from the monsters to win Independence Day and claim the territory as their own. Now, that may be not entirely right, and Ludo doesn't seem to know about that history, but Toffee seems to. Toffee seems to know what his agenda is and how he needs to do this. And it seems like with this series progressing on like it is, this story-oriented story that's being taken place right now, this kind of lore is going to be built up. And I see a lot of future things in store. But the episode at hand was interesting in its own right, seeing that the wand is simultaneously affected by both parties now. Star is completely unaware that Ludo has the wand. Ludo, of course, knows Star has the wand, it's just that he's not really concerned with it because although he has great leadership skills, he's an idiot. He's just freaking dumb. But because of his immense leadership skills and his basic survival cues, he ends up winning against the little tavern of rats that he was up against to get porridge. Small victory, sure, but it does show how monstrously the wand is affected by it being in a monster's possession. And that's really interesting. Cloudy went from like a sweet cotton candy puff to a puff of illegal drugs, pretty much. But you know, it serves for a good antagonist for this first part. And the real antagonist of this episode is the wand itself. The wand is shrouded in so much mystery that you don't really see what is gonna happen with it, and I'm really interested to see what happens with the wand in the future because I have a very close idea to what I think is going to be happening with this wand or the backstory of it, because like I've said right here, the backstory is human. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I skipped last week's video because I'm still behind on Steven Universe stuff and I gotta get everything out by today. So here's hoping I can do everything and finish everything. Let's hope we figure out the secrets of that wand soon.